In this video, I focus on adding support for viewing other users' profiles and optimizing queries. I started by working on refactoring how posts are loaded. I moved the feed logic into a dedicated post store, so searching, filtering, and pagination can all reuse the same logic instead of being tied directly to the feed page. While doing that, I refactored the report and notification query sets. I cleaned up the joins, added missing select related and prefetch related calls, and made sure everything was still returning the same data as before. For notifications, I reused the full report query, but joined it through report decision _report. This way the notification endpoint can pull all the same related data as the reports query. To see if these changes actually mattered, I installed Django Debug Toolbar. With the optimized queries in place, the messages endpoint was making 14 SQL queries. When I removed the optimizations, it jumped to 74. For notifications, it went from 5 queries with optimization to 46 without. Next, I added endpoints to fetch another user's profile details and their posts. On the front end, I reused most of the existing profile layout so other users' profiles feel consistent with your own. I duplicated the post store into a profile store and adjusted it so it works when viewing someone else's content. To avoid duplicating UI code, I created a reusable feed list component that works for both the main feed and profile pages. I pass a user ID when loading a profile so the component knows whether to use the post store or the profile store. Following users took some extra work. I had to make sure the connection prompt model behaves the same whether you follow from a post or from the profile page. The followers count was incorrect at first. I realized the query needed to count connections when the user is the target, not the initiator. Finally, I added support for sharing profiles using usernames. I created a route that matches URLs starting with @username. This route uses the same profile component. If a user ID isn't provided, the page falls back to loading the profile using the username through a separate endpoint. This makes profile links cleaner and easier to share.